Alright, I think that's as loud as it goes. They make it work. Well, that is loud. Okay. So I'm going to put those like that. Yeah, but it just
pull that away just a little bit.
Uh-oh, is that in? I'm going to take that one.
Hey.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I'm great. The deer's not okay, but I'm okay.
Oh, scary.
Yeah. We'll talk about it a little bit later, but I was totally cortical the whole time. No limbic. No limbic whatsoever. And my executive function was working perfectly. Which is why I'm here. All right, it looks like pretty much everybody's here. You should have a handout. And then later when we break, you can go ahead and pick up your observations from Tuesday. And this will be considered the second half of your third observation. You're over there. Let's go in back. So we're really excited to have our guest speaker today, but I am going to ask our first year master's program clinician to introduce her, and this is Rebecca Nasser, and Rebecca has the great pleasure of working with Amy this semester. Amy has been working with us for 3 semesters and has taught us more than you could ever imagine. So please direct your attention to our guest speaker today, and Rebecca will introduce her.
All right, hello, I am going to introduce Miss Amy. She is a writer and a poet. She has a wealth of knowledge to share with all of us, and that she's shared with me to help me grow as a speech pathologist, and she's been kind enough to come and share the same information with all of you. And as I said, she's a writer and she's a poet. Her poems and her writings are driven by passionate ideas and feelings that she has about her daily life activities and just things that go on. She's also a blogger and a vlogger. She has a video blog on YouTube, and she has a personal blog online in which she will periodically update with the things that she does. And again, please give Amy a warm round of applause.
And we can't forget Midge.
Ooh, and Miss
yeah, you
Midge,
can.
yes, Midge,
Hello.
and Billy as well, and of course Midge. So we have a couple of things prepared for you. Today we are going to first conduct an interview on Friedreich's ataxia. We also have some slides to go along with that as well, that are up there for you guys to go ahead and use, again, as supplemental slide if you have any more questions or information. And yeah, so Amy, are you ready to start?
Yeah.
Ready?
Yep. Ready.
All right. So, Amy, why don't you tell the class a little bit about what exactly Friedreich's ataxia is?
Well, Friedreich's ataxia is a neuromuscular hereditary disease that is caused by a defective gene that can be passed down through your family.
So what are some symptoms that you can share that are associated with Friedreich's ataxia?
Well, currently the initial symptoms are shakiness and trembling and muscle weakness, and of course ataxia, which is a loss of balance and coordination. And medically speaking, ataxia mostly affects the spinal cord and the peripheral nerves.
So for those who don't know, why don't you explain what the peripheral nerves are exactly?
The peripheral nerves
are those that control the muscle movement in the arms and legs and via the nervous system. And having a very Friedreich ataxia, movement problems develop and worsen over time.
So what are some other symptoms associated with Friedreich's ataxia?
Some of the other symptoms include a gradual loss of strength and sensation in the arms and legs, muscle stiffness, or spasticity, impaired speech, impaired vision, hair loss, and among a myriad of other issues, scoliosis.
Right. What happens if scoliosis gets really severe?
Well, if severe enough, it may impair the breathing, and that would require a back surgery to straighten the spine.
So, Amy, I see that you're in a wheelchair. Is that common for ataxians?
Yes, if I require a Friedreich's ataxia requires the use of a wheelchair about 10 years after signs and symptoms appear.
So when did you start using a wheelchair full time?
I started using wheelchair full time now at around 29, and like I said, sometimes symptoms gradually worsen and slowly spread through the legs and the trunk and the arms.
So, is there any more information you want to share with the class? Like, besides the wheelchair, what else are some symptoms that they can look for with people who have Friedreich's ataxia?
Gait abnormalities, like stumbling and swaying, and head bubbling, for changes such as flexion or voluntary bending of the toes, hammer toes, foot inversion or turning in, and easy ankle rolling, and those could be obvious signs.
Right, well, thank you for sharing that with the class as well.
Well, and thank you.
We do have more information to share with them, don't we?
Yeah,
So what are we
sure.
gonna share next? So, you want to introduce your video?
Oh yes, I have a speech. Well, actually I have a few tips. I have a video to show you.
So next, Amy generated a video, and she edited it, and she posted it on her YouTube channel. So that's what we're going to show you next. So yes, this video is titled Tips for Dysarthric Speakers.
God, I
Can you
can't
pay
believe
attention?
we're in this. 7 tips. And you know what? The more today I have 7 tips for somebody who speaks with dysarthria. Hey family, today I have 7 tips for you, or for somebody who speaks with dysarthria, like myself. But tip number 1 is to speak slowly. And the slower, I mean not the slower you speak, but when you speak slowly, it gives you the opportunity to concentrate on what you're saying, so you're clearer or more clear. Alright, tip number 2, make sure that your surroundings are friendly. Not too much background noise. Tip number 3 would be enlist the help of your listener. Just let them know that it's okay for them to interrupt you if they don't understand the word you're saying. Whatever. I'm sorry, I'm a little distracted with my hearing thing there. It's a little amplifying. I have dysarthria. So, moving on. Tip number 4. I think provide a little bit of background information after what you're talking about first. Whatever. Tip 5 is separate the words and phrases with little pauses, like I'm doing. It'll give me a chance to take a breath, which is actually tip 5, page 6, which is breath. Make sure you take a breath before you phrase, or maybe you just breathe so you have the breath for it. So you're able to get through the end of your sentence without dropping it off at the end. And one more tip. Number 7, that would be keep the volume of your voice down. Because it turns out when you yell, or when you're louder, you sound more monotone, and you're a little bit more difficult. Unless you're difficult, people have more difficulty understanding. Those were tips. Thanks for watching. See you later.
Okay, so that was the video that Amy created all on her own, and right now what we're going to do is open up the floor for any questions that you might have about Amy or anything that she talked about today. So does anybody have questions? Anyone? Okay.
Have you taken any like formal drama or writing classes?
No, nothing formal, no. No, I use Spanish, I know drama. It's an integrated drama troupe. Integrated drama troupe. You know, where they have able-bodied people and wheelchair users, and but no, nothing formal. Yeah, you?
Are you working on any poems or stories? I know Rebecca said you were a writer, so.
Yeah, actually I am. I've been working on a novel for a few years. Yes, on and off. Yeah. Yes, you.
So for your poems, if we want to read some, will we be able to find them on your blog?
No, actually, no. Not on my blog, but, yes. Once in a while, I do pick a poem that I've written, and I do recite that on my website. I mean, my YouTube channel, yeah. So, I think there's 1 or 2 on there now, but yeah. Yes, you?
Where are you from originally?
Los Angeles, LA. Do I sound southern? Well, maybe so bad. I've been told I sound southern. I have a southern accent, but so anyway. Nobody else? Oh, you?
Is this your first time speaking in public, and do you plan on doing this again?
No, it's not my first time. I've done acting, so I have recited some very long poems in front of people. Yes, I do plan on doing it more often. I seem so nervous right now. I haven't done this for a lot of years. But yeah, I do plan on getting back to it. It's a really great place to start. Suppose anyone? Who? Where?
Green sweater.
Again?
Yeah, no.
How your video is received, or the connections you make to your blog with other people that are watching your videos and that are reading your blog, and kind of the effect that's had?
Could you repeat that?
Could you stand
louder?
up and shout
Yeah.
that out? Thanks. Thanks,
I was
that's a good
wondering,
question.
How your videos were received by people that are watching them through comments, or any sort of connections you make through people that read your blog, watch your videos, and that are interested in what you're doing.
I don't really.
I'm a quiet speaker.
She asked, do you want to say it one more time, a little louder?
Yeah.
Get closer.
I'm just wondering how your videos are received by the public, or other people that are interested in reading your blog, that watch your videos either through comments or through contacting you personally.
No, it's actually I just pretty much started putting videos up recently. I was gonna say, basically I made this channel for family and friends, but beyond that, I don't have very many people watching, and
It's more
I
like,
wish I had more, but
it's more
So
like a
goes.
personal kind of thing. It's for your own, I guess, your own experiences and stuff, and reaching out more than I guess
Yeah, pretty much. Right now it's like just so I could see how I was gonna do stupid that I sound, but it's just so to see my improvement or like how I improve
Right.
over time.
Thank you.
Thanks. Anyone? Oh yeah.
At what age did you first start to see signs and symptoms of the dysarthria?
Well, gosh, everybody around me, it seems, saw things before I felt them. So, I mean, actually, when I was really young, about 6, I went in, to get my first back brace for scoliosis. So, and then I was actually diagnosed at 13, and a few months later, I had back surgery to straighten the spine. So, at this point, I have rods.
So did your parents know, like you said, so they first started noticing maybe around age 6. Did they have any idea before that, like when?
Yeah, and I'm sure like everybody like I say, when I was diagnosed at 13, I didn't really know like what it was. I knew the name. I didn't really have the internet. I just didn't go do research and
And Amy and I, we did provide, this is the PowerPoint that's behind us that we didn't present, but it will be available, I think it is available for you guys on BBL right now. And Friedreich's ataxia is hereditary, it's recessive, so both parents carry the gene. And you can start seeing symptoms, like Amy said, very, very young, and they can be very, very subtle as well. And to formally be diagnosed, you do see a neurologist, and now they can do gene testing for that.
So what type of advice would you give to somebody who just recently found out that they had ataxia dysarthria? What would be your number one thing?
Wow, that's a really good question. What advice would I give? What advice would I give? Let me think. Wow, just gosh, I don't know. I mean, just be patient, I guess. Super relax. I don't know. Just always be aware. Keep an open mind to different treatments. Ways you could treat symptoms. I personally am not. Personally, I am pharma-free, so I don't take any meds. So I pretty much. Well, yeah, I'd like to think I'm pretty aware of like the whole energy treatments, and do medicine and whatnot. So I would just say be patient. It's really good to have a lot of support around you. I know a lot of people can't, but try to be optimistic and just keep an open mind. And that's, I guess it would be more of a personal one-on-one thing, to give somebody advice. So you kind of know the person, if the person is when I'm going on and I should not take so long. But anyway, get what I'm saying, I hope.
So you want to do it?
Do it?
Oh, Kelly.
Oh, hi, Amy. I'm Kelly. And
Hello.
I think that you're really brave for being here, and thanks for coming today.
Thank
I
you.
I can't tell you're nervous at all, so I hope that encourages you when you speak. And
Oh, well, thank
yeah,
you.
you're doing really well. Thank
Oh,
you.
Thank you.
I have 2 questions. First, I want to know when did you first begin to see a speech pathologist, and how did that help you?
You know, actually, I only went and saw somebody for the first time a few years ago, and she was very helpful. And then I just got into Shelley's speech and communications program that she was offering like 3 years ago.
Okay.
So I'm sort of working with her on this, and I gotta tell you how much I've learned from her alone. So I'm happy to be doing this and everything.
Oh, that's awesome. And my other question is, what is your dog's name? So
His name is Bilbo.
What?
Bilbo.
Bilbo? Oh, he has his Bilbo face. He's really cute.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you, Amy.
Before we move on, any more
Nobody
questions?
else?
Okay. So
Okay, well, thank you. I have one thing to say, too many things. I just want to say, 2 weeks ago, I described myself. I described it myself as a useless flub and worthiness. And maybe this is funny, but look at me now here, I'm in front of you, sharing some very personal things about myself and my condition. And I have some wonderful people. I'm sorry, I have some brave hair. I have some wonderful people in my life at the moment, and 3 awesome and great ladies with me today. I want to thank, one is her mother, Miss, and she takes care of me every day, both physically and emotionally. And I'm sorry. And she kept on coming. And it made me cry. She found out about this program at school.
taking notes on your laptop, not anything else. We'll have the answers to these. And so Amy, you are going to choose. They're going to raise their hand if they think they know the answer, and it's up to you to choose, okay?
Okay.
All right, let's go. First question. What does Amy's shirt say in her video? Go ahead.
Oh, wait. Oh, I was trying to tip my tongue. Something with free.
Ah, gotta be the whole thing.
Land is free.
Yes.
Who did you choose? I'm sorry.
Was it left
Hand.
and free?
Raise the hand. Amy choose.
Jim, the white,
Oh, she did?
Yes.
Oh.
It was this
Got
young
it.
man here.
yeah.
Was it right? Land of the free?
Yes.
Land of the free it was.
Yes.
So here you go. I don't want to hit anybody. You got something really cool. Next question. The prefix A, as in ataxia, means
The absence of?
there you go. Yes, that works. It was that. Way to go.
You're just get to yell it out or what?
No, she has a fit.
Okay, come on. I hope that you guys get this
Who
one.
got the
Who got the
name?
name of Amy's YouTube channel?
You're the black.
Was it 3 we think?
Is she right, Amy?
Yes.
Yeah, she is.
Oh, so good.
I'm so sorry, Rebecca. Okay. What device is Amy wearing on her head in the video?
Okay, so got some in back there, Abe.
Pick
In
something.
the back? See anybody in the back you wanna? Do something?
You're the white.
Personal amplifier?
Woo!
She's right. Is she right?
Personal amplifier.
Personal amplifier.
Yeah, auditory amplifier. Nice. That's it for the good stuff. Now you get candy.
All right. Bilateral lesions to the motor system are associated with this type of dysarthria.
Was anybody here on Tuesday?
Amy. She's got her hand.
Got it.
Oh, okay, so bilateral lesions to the motor system? Is that what the question said?
Well, yes. Which type of dysarthria?
Okay, to the, to the bilateral lesions, that's what it was so quick that I barely saw it.
Oh, okay.
That's all. And then, okay, so, can I see the answers? I would say it's, flaccid. No?
Who do you want to pick, Amy?
Okay.
Amy, pick somebody.
And the green.
Spastic?
Yeah.
Ready for class. All right. No. Here you go, Allie. I'm not gonna throw this.
Oh my gosh, she's just gonna
You won't forget that.
So this one might be a little tough. All right, might be a little tough. There are a couple answers to this one. A goal for dysarthric speakers would be to increase.
In
Oh,
the,
maybe it's only good.
in the,
In the pink.
pink,
Um,
lemon.
I'd say all of them, but A was what I wanted.
Tell me why.
Because
No, it's okay.
when she, or when they breathe, they can be understood more and they're not speaking as fast.
That's a pretty
And
good
they
answer.
can articulate better.
Right, so by coordinating respiration with articulation, it will increase word distinction, rate, and articulation.
That's where I was
So that's
going.
what you were going. And I know that. Totally know that.
Nasser put on her
Sorry.
her Blissful hat today.
Just for
What about B and C?
Oh, right. We can talk about these. Are there any other answers to this question that anybody could justify?
You wouldn't want to increase loudness because it changed the pitch was what she was saying in her video. And it made it more slurred when she increased the volume of her voice.
All right.
Good, good.
Are there any more answers? Pick Amy. Just one.
Yeah, that would you.
You had mentioned with decreasing the loudness that if it's increased, it's more monotone. And if it was
Yeah,
decreased, it
right.
sounded more clear.
Right.
Right, so that would make C an appropriate choice as well?
Yep.
Okay. We still have a lot of lines, okay. Which cranial nerves are not bilaterally innervated? Let me give you the hint.
Thank you.
No, Marissa. Hand down. This is the last one. So we.
Yes, you do you have an answer?
Lower. A.
Who said A?
Who said A?
Smart girl.
You deserve an A.
Oh, okay.
You deserve an A. I get to choose the grades now. I'm sorry.
Has who has the RLN and then the
Yes. This is a bonus question. Who can guess what breed of dog Billy is? And Amy, you're gonna have to give him the answer to this one, 100%.
Oh, we just have to see his face again. We can tell what kind of money
No
it is.
hints. Go ahead, Amy. Let's see. Who's
white.
Is your dog it's like a Chihuahua mixed with German Shepherd?
Did Marissa get that right?
Yeah, Chihuahua. Yeah, Chihuahua.
Not the German Shepherd.
Is he pure Chihuahua? Pure Chihuahua?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's an apple head.
Here's some more candy for
Here's a
you.
little apple head.
So it's not mixed with a German
I'm very proud. Sorry.
Alright, and that is it for the knowledge bowl.
Yay!
Again, thank you, Amy, for coming and sharing all the information, and thank you guys for coming.
Thank you.
Okay. So is that it?
That's it.
All right. Well, thank you very much for your attention, everyone.
Oh, Tom.
Does everybody know Amy's YouTube channel? Because now that she knows you're going to be visiting, she will put more up, I would imagine.
Yeah, and then the contact sheet is on PDF.
I didn't put the contact sheet up. Can you do it there on a,
Amy.
on a black pen?
Oh, or you can.
Amy.
I can do that.
Amy.
Okay,
Amy.
so for YouTube is, I'll put it right up here for you all. It's
Amy.
/YouTube 3 wee things.
Oh, I can't believe I had to have a poem.
Yeah.
I have a poem. I have a poem.
Oh, you have a rooming poem.
Yeah, that was that bad.
We're not done. Okay. We got one more.
I feel like I'm yelling and.
You're not. You're fine. You sound good.
Okay. Oh, well. Okay. No. Oh, okay. Me now? Yeah, well, I have a poem. And I almost forgot. This is by Rumi. Rumi, and if you don't know who it is, you should do a Google search. You were born with potential. You were born with goodness and trust. You were born with ideals and dreams. And you were born with greatness. You were born with wings. You were not meant for crawling, so don't. You have wings. Learn to use them and fly.
Thanks, Amy.
Thank you, Amy.
Nice.
So, right up here, that's her YouTube URL, and beneath it is her email that she created specifically for you guys to contact her if you have any questions. It is also her Facebook email, so if you want to contact her, add her on Facebook as well. That would be the way to do it. And then there will be another sheet
that will be posted on BBL with all of this information as well.
So if we could just take a minute or two break if you guys want to pick up your observations from Tuesday, and then we'll reconvene and for about another half an hour of lecture. Thank you again, Amy.
Yeah, thank you. You guys both did a great job. Great job, Rebecca, and great job, Amy.
That was a beautiful poem, Amy.
Yeah, that was really beautiful.